Good morning, Cathedral. As we approach another Memorial Day, it is again my privilege to represent our military veterans as we pause to remember. In the last year, we saw the war in Afghanistan come to an end. So this year, for the first time in a long time, we celebrate Memorial Day without troops in combat. But make no mistake, the fight to maintain the country and the freedoms that were bought with the blood of our fallen sons and daughters rages on. In fact, one of the most important ways for us to honor the memory of our fallen heroes is to continue their fight to preserve those freedoms. Anyone who has worn our country's uniform has made a commitment to support and defend our Constitution, even to death. Today, we recognize and honor those who made that ultimate sacrifice. We honor their commitment, we honor their courage, we honor their sacrifice, and we honor their memory. In doing so, we also acknowledge and honor the sacrifice of the family and friends they left behind. This morning, I'm wearing my new Army Green service uniform. The Army recently adopted this uniform as their new dress uniform. Now, many people, me included, immediately associate this uniform with World War II and the Greatest Generation, because it's the old pinks and greens that was worn during that time. And I have to admit, the first time I put it on, I felt like I was an example of stolen valor. It just didn't feel right. I didn't feel worthy to wear a uniform that, to me, was reserved for those who had fought during that amazing time in our country's history. Those whose service and sacrifice had influenced not only the United States, but the entire world. In my mind, this uniform was reserved for those buried in the American cemetery in Normandy, France. Those who died fighting in Europe, those who never returned home to American soil. As I've said before, that hallowed ground is one of the most beautiful places I have ever laid my eyes on. Earlier this year, my family traveled to Arlington National Cemetery to bury my great uncle, Colonel Wharton A. Nichols, United States Army, retired. To his family, he was respectfully known as Colonel Dr. Sir. He is another great example of that generation and a man whom I hold in the highest regard. We celebrated his 98 years of a life well lived and checked off his final bucket list item, which was to join his wife and the countless other patriots at Arlington, one of our nation's most treasured plots of land. The ceremony and the experience is one that will forever be etched in my mind. The honor platoon, the Army band, the horse-drawn caisson, the riderless horse, the 21-gun salute, the folded flag, and the playing of taps. All while surrounded by the thousands of white headstones representing the history and the legacy of our military heroes throughout the generations. Such a well-earned honor, such a cherished tradition. So today, I wear this uniform with pride, not for anything that I've done, but for everything they have done. I'll close with a poem called Fallen Heroes. They say, we were young, we have died, remember us. They say, our deaths are not ours, they are yours. They will mean what you make them. They say, whether our lives and deaths were for peace and a new hope, or for nothing, we cannot say. It is you who must say this. We were young, they say. We have died. Remember us. God bless you, Cathedral, and happy Memorial Day.